What's going on, guys? Who is Tunde here? Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, your podcast about African music on the continent and the diaspora. What's going on? How is everyone doing? Another week, another podcast episode. Welcome to the best music podcast on the planet. It's the Afrobeats Weekly podcast, and if this is your first time listening, you're about to have a great time with us. This is the podcast on all things Afrobeats. Even though they are saying we don't have substance nowadays, but I still have substance.
What?
I say it's conscious. You have to decide about the conscious ones because it's Afrobeats. Everybody
Free
wants to
their minds.
I don't know if they want us to change after they cancel Afrobeats. I think we're going to change this thing from we're going to change this thing of our show to another to waiting the rain. I don't understand why people are always coming up. Anyways. Before we get into this episode, and these guys, please rate and review this episode. Engage with us. It helps us grow, helps us get noticed. So as you're listening from your favorite app right now, leave that 5-star rating and comments. We'd really appreciate it. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, we're reviewing the Banjis Entertainer, the Masego. And as usual, we have new songs, turntable charts, eliminates, and all that other good stuff. What's going on, Maji? What's going on?
Hey yo, what's good, man? How you doing?
Not too bad. Regular, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Like it is. We're in August now. We're complaining when we were making noise that it's a slow year. And all of a sudden now there's just like projects on top of projects on top of projects. So it's a nice year so far, huh? A lot of albums, man.
Yeah.
A lot of albums.
A lot of albums, though. Left, right, center. I can't even keep up, man. Can't even keep up.
Yeah, man. How was your week, man?
Not too bad. Lagos. I wasn't up to much this week. Just listening to some stuff. A couple of people sent it. So this week I listened to a lot of emerging artists because a lot of people just send me stuff. So I had chance to really listen. I was giving everybody feedback. One really caught my ear, so I'm going to put it in our spotlight later. I'll probably review it too on my platform later. But yeah, that's about it. Just listen to music, chilling, nothing much.
Oh yeah, man. It's cool that you like emerging artists because I did listen to. I mean, she wasn't on Spotlight last year. It was Dina Ade. She had a short, like an EP called Rainy Season, which is kind of like perfect because it's been raining all weekend. And there's 4 tracks. Standout tracks to me, Alao and like Better Times, with features someone called like Luigi Anywhere. Really good artist as well. But yeah.
We spotlighted her. She's dope.
Really
dope.
Yeah, I think it's more R&B than anything else. But yes, a couple amount of piano sounds here and there. But yeah, if you just want to hear someone singing, yeah, this would be a good project to listen to.
I think log drums and our piano has come to stay. Especially in terms of the log drums, it just not depends on how you use it. I think you can
That is true. It now depends on how you use it.
I think it's now like a part of whatever this phase of music that we are in is. So, because anyways, yeah, that's it. What else happened? Did you catch the Buju Banton on Drink Charm saying Afrobeats lacks conscious music, uplifting music, that kind of? And I think now he also said they didn't pay respect to reggae or something like that. I didn't watch it. I think this is the second time he's saying something like this. Or am I wrong? Have we said something like this? Has he said something like this before?
No, it was Bernard that was talking about this. On
No, somebody has said something about Afrobeats that we discussed one time. But yeah, okay. Anyway,
really?
Yeah. I think somebody. I'm not sure if it's Buju Banton. And I think the person was also.
So I caught a lot of the clips. Yeah. Oh, okay. I caught a lot of clips. I was trying to watch the whole thing, but it was pretty long. And to be honest, he wasn't just talking about just Afrobeats, because I think people also take it out of context.
Is the clip that
Is the clip that goes that
nationalism.
that catches fire. Because he too was also talking about like how dance hall music itself, is
Okay,
not
I see.
substance exactly. Like, so
Yeah.
he wasn't just like, taking, and everybody was not
Those
like, oh,
parties,
what
I
about
was just
dance
taking
hall
shots at
music?
everybody. Yeah.
Nah, man, he was taking shots at everybody. And it's not like taking shots. He was just basically giving his own comments, saying that, hey, look, this is what reggae was for. Reggae had a good time. There was a good time in reggae. But at the end of the day, the substance of reggae is what's, to I and all them, the Bob
Yeah.
Marley thingies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And yeah, so he was just saying, hey, look, man, at the end of the day, like, even if you're creating this great music that everybody likes, what about the social conscious part of it? It's a good point. He just said, hey, point out a song. He was like, hey, what song can really, can liberate the people? And
I
maybe
don't
none.
know. Yeah, it be none, but like, not like it be none. But I just think that there's no
Yeah.
genre in the world where like uplifting music is more popular than pop or dance music. I mean,
Nah.
Afrobeats,
Oh, you see,
yeah, because
that's another thing. I don't
yeah,
think he's saying that you should like someone should drop an album that is just only uplifting music.
100%
That's
conscious.
that's not what me I'm thinking. Exactly. I'm just thinking that okay, within the music, at least there will be one. There should be one uplifting music within like the albums or within all the songs that you be churning out. There'd be just one song like, you know what? I want to touch the social, but I don't think
Yeah,
this generation is that generation. Right?
yeah,
That's what me I think.
yeah. And again, even Burner, like obviously it's the closest one to doing the biggest one. I mean, if we
Yep.
to talk about consciousness, you can say Files and all these other guys speak about all these things. But the biggest
Yep.
pop act that we have, he does it, and I think even his Burner's criticism is always like he doesn't even feel authentic. Like he doesn't walk the walk. I mean, is it walk the like he says it in his music, but most of the time when like conscious stuff is about to happen, he's never found that's like his biggest criticism. I think he even tweeted it recently that I'm not going to be talking about all these kind of things again, that people don't deserve me, all those kind of things.
Because when you did talk about it, you
Yeah,
people say exactly.
exactly. So like, you know what, I'm not that fast, come and take the crown. I'm no longer the conscious leader. Because because his music is very close to, and somehow I felt like Buju Banton was taking, we can't even say Buju again, Buju Banton. And again, this is the reason why Buju changed his name. Fun fact, because I think there was a lot of underground. So Buju had to change his name to BNX and whatever. But another story for another time. So he's the closest
Oh,
to.
nice.
Yeah, he's the reason. He's the closest to Jamaican music and dancehall and all those things. And because their music is mostly conscious, Burna too does that
True.
conscious thing. So a lot of people, it doesn't feel
True.
as authentic as possible. Like he will just slap it on your face. Oh, you guys, I know, man. You people are suffering and smiling. You're not conscious. I know one fight. I know you will do the fella thing. But at the end of the day, like most people always point out, they did too much. Like for all we know, you can be doing all these things underground, though. Like sponsoring people, paying people school
Which of
fees.
course you now start seeing like little
Yeah,
clips. He does his like little
exactly.
clips
Like, kind of like
every year where he's
celebrating.
like
Yeah, exactly. Like you might be doing all these
exactly
things, but most Nigerians just want it to be in their faces.
eye service.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want you
Want
in
that
your face.
activity.
Exactly. You want them tweeting when there's an issue, you want them tweeting, you want you tweeting your issue
Exactly.
that
When
you're
it
going to
ends
scatter
SARS, you want
everyone. We
all our
should
musicians to come out
liberate the
and speak
people,
end
come
SARS.
out.
Yes, like you must come out, you must be on the forefront. But my thing is like, why? These niggas are just like you and I. That's what if it's not there, it's not there.
Bruh. It's not there, man. Yo. But yeah,
Yes,
man.
okay,
So
yeah.
yeah, I understand the
Yeah.
criticism. I understand the
I just
criticism.
was
Yeah.
from the Afrobeats. I kind of knew in the end, like I didn't want to watch the clip because I wanted to come here and argue that Buju, you are wrong. This is not what it's supposed to be. And nobody knows, but he said that that is actually this sensational clip that they caught. I want to, make trend and everything. Because I saw a clip where he was like explaining the difference between like reggae, raga, and I was like, oof, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So, like so,
Yeah, it did, man. They said the same thing too. Like, went after dancehall too, man. Say dancehall is just sexualized music.
yeah.
I love how he talks though. Like, but everything was pretty cool. And which also, at the end of the day, he now kind of let us know where he's from, like his the reggae people, or it's not the
Yeah.
reggae people, but the people in Jamaica, like his tribe in Jamaica, where they're from. Apparently, his tribe comes down from the Igbo peoples,
For
so
real.
he's part Igbo. Yeah, man, fam. It was something cool to watch and listen to. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll go back to it then. I'll go back to it. I just thought it was like all those, things where the old head is just hitting on what is popular right now, and yeah, but it's good to
Nah,
see
fam.
that it wasn't 100% that.
Yeah,
100% that. Yeah, so shout out
yeah,
Buju
man. That's
Banton,
pretty
man.
much it, man.
Anyways, Afrobeats will be Afrobeats, and again, no popular music. The conscious part of the popular music is hardly ever going to be the one that's popular. Like you're hardly so music is always just going to be very danceable, very enjoyable. People just want to have fun. So that's the part of the music that will always get to the top. And you can't really have a big genre as Afrobeats if if imagine if we just started as conscious people and just started because we are going through hard times, we'll be abusing all our presidents all the time. We won't be as we won't be as popular as it is now. So yeah. Anyways, that's that about that. What else? What else? Okay, I got news here. Rema, Tems, and Obama making Rema and Tems making Obama's playlist. Obama
About the what?
mentioned his 2024 summer playlist, including songs from Tems and Rema. Tems' hit single of Mejeje and Rema's Ye were on the songs that made the list. Tems is becoming a recurring feature on Obama's summer playlist as she made the list in 2022 with Vibe Out and 2023 with Me and You. This is not Rema's first time either. He made it with the single Iron Man in 2019. So, quick question: do you think Obizi listens to all these songs?
They compile it for him. They'll be like, "Hey, do you like this? Do you like that?" And he probably just picks, "Oh, I like the sound." And so
Yeah.
they
I
live
feel like
like,
yeah, I feel
okay,
like
this
we give him all the
person's.
songs and maybe like we just like skim through it. Like okay, the popular ones that I would have listened to, the Beyonce's, all those ones we listen to. But in terms of like Afrobeats and all the other
Standard.
genres that are popping, I was like, okay, let me, what does it sound like? Okay, well, you can add it. What does it sound like? Okay, you can add
Okay.
it.
I like this. I like it. Well, for the fact that Yayo was, and I was like, you see this? I told you.
Wow.
Obama gets it, man.
Yeah, but my
Obama
guess,
gets it.
but
But yeah,
what's
man.
party?
Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah, pretty dope, pretty dope. We wait for next year's list and see again. So news two here. Asake's Lungu Boy sets record for the highest opening week streams on Spotify Nigeria. This has set a new record for the biggest opening week in Spotify Nigeria after garnering 18.9 million streams in its opening. The album breaks the previous record of 14.4 million streams held by Davido's Timeless. Asake is also the only artist with two albums in the top 10 with his sophomore album Work of Art garnering 8.3 million in its opening week. So shout out Asake. The album is still very heavily talked about on social media. All of us are still conflicted. Some people love it, some people hate it. Show has revealed to me that it's starting skating, it's a lifestyle.
You know, so I actually do agree with you. I agree with you with something now. Like after I've listened to the album like a couple more times,
Yeah,
I feel like the fact that the album starts off so slow,
yeah,
it kills the vibe. Like I know like the experiments are like mostly in the top half of the
yes,
album,
exactly.
and so I think that's like what is affecting the album. So yes, the sequencing is like what you talked about.
Yeah.
So
It feels
the experiment
mixed.
starting off the album is kind of like, yeah, it kind of kills the album, to be honest. Because I had to take out a whole bunch of songs.
Yeah, sometimes really, really growing on me that I don't like it, but it's really growing on me. Maybe it's become my favorite song is that the one with Wiz. Once upon a time, once upon a time. And I've also been
Gang,
listening
gang.
to it. Yeah, so it can be like contributing to the fact that I just always hum it and sing it all the time. But I like it. I like it a lot more than I liked it the first time. So yeah, shout out Asake,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Big ups, big ups. Is breaking records here and there, selling out. I think Capital One or something like that is sold out. I was seeing him perform, popping champagne. So yeah, big ups, man. Let's get into songs before we get into the band's album. We did Zombie by Joeboy. Let's start with that one. I don't know how I feel about this song. It sounded like, to me, it just sounded like an outdated Joeboy song and flow. To be honest, not the biggest fan of this one when I listen to it. So it's a no for me. I don't know about you.
I'm right there with you, which is kind of like it's kind of funny because Joe is always like at least he's always coming through,
Yeah.
which, like some of his, I mean, throwaways or whatever you want to call it, like singles. But yeah, this was just, I don't know, this was weird. So yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
it's also a no for me.
it sounded way off. It sounded off somehow. Like I was going back to the early beginnings and when it was still in power. But anyways, it could be our ears. But anyway, let's move on to Fidobida by Buju. This is one of those jams you listen to and you're like, this guy just has that melody thing on lock. I like it. It's a smooth jam. This one, first listen, made my playlist. But I don't know about you.
So now, always, I think Great Buju is a great artist.
Yeah,
And this is now where it comes down to like what we're talking about with the Asake things. Like
yeah.
you just think like it's is one continuous loop. Like
Dimensional
the song is
song.
just
Yeah, that's I think that's
because
why
like I.
in albums, yeah. That's
So
why I'm
when
not really a fan of
mhm.
Buju album because you've heard one song, it's like you're going to hear one song, you're going to hear it for the remainder of the album, like 13 songs or 14 songs. It's going to give you the melodies are going to be sweet, though, but it's not going to sound like I heard this on track one, I heard this on track two, I heard this on track three, I heard this on track four. So that's how Buju songs sound. So that's like biggest. So I don't know, maybe he's not comfortable yet to say, you know what, let me try something else and see if it works.
It's to be honest, it's not even just like it's almost like, oh, if I'm singing it 1 2 3, why can't I just sing 1 5 6? Like it's just switch the way you're humming
Yeah,
the
like
lyrics is somehow. It's like it sounds like it just
yeah, I get
live.
it.
Like
I
it's the
totally
same
agree.
thing. I'm just
So
like,
that's like my biggest thing with him. So I totally agree with you on that one. But it's a good jam. I like it.
so
But
yeah.
like you said,
But besides that, exactly. So but besides that, still a good song.
yeah,
Oh, still a good song.
still a good song. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to Tete by Crayon. Not a bad jam. Love the hook, especially very catchy. Of course, starts with the quality production. I really hope they make more music because they scored one with that. So this one is a decent one. I like it. I like if I hear it on radio, I'm not going to do that. It's a good song. What say you?
Yeah, I saw it on a Apple playlist, and I was just like, it's already here. But yeah, within the playlist, it kind of made sense. Like I like how it flowed within that playlist. But yeah, I don't know. This is not one of his standout songs, but
All right.
give it a couple more spins. Give it a couple more spins. I think it will catch on.
Yeah. Think so too. Let's go on to Pinacolada by London, 6 Lakh and Ayra Starr. Chill vibes. I think nothing, nothing else on the black song by Ayra Starr. This one easily made my playlist. I like this. I like it.
Continues to be the star. But yeah, man, I like when I hear how you put it, the R&B guys with the Afrobeat artists, like the collaborations. And so far so good. Like I haven't heard like a really bad song, if you want to put it like that. So this still rises to the top. So yes, I like this one a lot.
Yep, I like it too. My final track here, Perspective by Juls and Masego. This one is my favorite drop of the week. Of course, it was produced by Juls, baby. Two talented people coming together. I think kind of like know what you get. There's some songs I want you just listen to. Once you just like see the people that are featured on it, just know that okay, this is what I'm going to get. And you get it. So, to me, it's quality music. I like it. My favorite drop of the week, Perspective by Juls and Masego. What say you?
Easily the favorite, easily the best song that came out. If you know If you know Masego, easily one of the most talented people with an instrument. Uh,
Okay.
people like how you put a North American fella because it's a sax he plays,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. But yes, Jules, not Jules, the originator of palm wine of the palm wine vibe. If you want to put it like that too as well. But yes, this is a really dope song. So yeah, man.
Really, really dope song. So those were the songs we listened to this week. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Let us know what you're feeling. Let us know what you're not. Let's go to the album we jammed. Mr. Entertainer, the sequel by the band. I don't know how I feel about this one. But yeah, 13 songs, 38 minutes, I think. Lots of features. We have a Willow, Fino, Chechi Sarai, Usondo, Wyclef, Akon, and Peruzzi, who also like co-wrote most of the songs. I think Olamide Bado also wrote like 5 or 6 songs too. But unfortunately, this album didn't really do it for me. I only came out with like 3 songs. I think Coco since '04 and I Am Legend with Wyclef. The album, I don't know. It was as if there was no sauce. And apart from the fact that I had to give it multiple listens because of the product, I had to just let me try again, let me try again, let me try again. I wasn't really ginger to go back to the album. I expected more with big name African features, but I got nothing but above average. Imagine if it was Burner that had Usondo, had Wyclef, had Awilo, like you know the madness that that those things are going to cause. But yeah, um, I wasn't really entertained by this one. Entertainer. Yeah, let me just stop there before. That's the best way to say I don't really feel the album. So yeah, legend still, but this one I'm not going back to it. I'm not going back to it.
Oh my goodness. I think we were more gingered and like the anticipation was over the moon just once you saw that clip with the Coco,
Yeah.
like the with the Coco song. Like you thought, and when it says, the sequel, you thought and we thought that we were getting like I thought I was getting like flips of the original songs. Like once I heard that Coco song, I was like, I'm gonna get like flips
But
of
I really, really love
original
that.
entertainer. Like Coco songs, it's crazy. And I thought, oh, are we gonna get him and him and Don Jazzy again? Because Don Jazzy was in the video, so I was like,
Yeah.
is this gonna be? But yes, after the first song, I was like, yeah, man, this album is starting off killer, and then that was it. Literally, that was it.
Yeah, that was
I mean, you want to like force yourself to say, oh man, this other song was great. I liked Sing So 4 because I like Sing So 4. So besides that,
I like since '04 too. Like I like it. But like you said, besides
yeah,
that,
man.
there was
So
really nothing.
yeah, besides those two, man. I mean, like, then you start like, okay, can I really like this other song? Is this other one okay? So besides that, maybe like, serious. I might carry serious. But besides that, that's it, man. To be honest, that's it for me.
But
So I don't know. Still a legend though. Still a legend. But time don't pass. Time don't pass.
It's going to be it's definitely going to be like bottom half of I want to listen to this year when we are
Yee.
doing like our final year.
Speaking of legends,
Yeah.
Timaya also dropped an album, Gladiator.
I thought it was a
Right?
single, and I didn't. So that's why I didn't. I was like, I thought it was a single when I first saw it, and I'm like, okay, I'll listen to it later. But for some reason, I never went back to it. But it was just you telling me that it was an album. I'm like,
Now, bro, and I listened to it. So remember Heights? Whose album did I listen to? We listened to an album earlier this year, Pato Ranking. Exactly. So you know how we listened to Pato Ranking's album, and I thought Pato Ranking's album was great because it sounded just like Pato Ranking, but like sort of modern. Like how do you want to put it? Like so it doesn't seem like it's so outdated, but adds a little flair to it. That's how this Timaya album sounds to me. Like, is good music, but it doesn't sound like is Timaya's good music, but it doesn't sound outdated. Like the intro, you how you love intros.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, just start the album off with Payback, and it's a man. It's the beat is a banger. And it's also a great thing because like a lot of the producers on this album are like not the top producers, if you want to put it like that. So yeah, man. Spinach, Olamide's on this album as well. Olamide is literally just the Olamide literally
is writing, featuring with guys, everywhere.
Bro. So yeah, man, it's a really good album. 13 songs, a couple misses here and there, but I'll say good enough. I'm giving it quite a nice C. Yeah, man.
All right, I'll bump it today. Tomorrow I'll see. So that's it. Those are the albums we listened to this week. I have a spot. I know it's been a while that I haven't really done spotlight and stuff, but I have one this week. It's an artist named Duncan Daniels, and he has an album called Honesty and Nostalgia. It's a full-on, and when I mean full-on, rock and alternative album from a Nigerian. So if you like that early 2000s rock, like Simple Plan, Creed, them all those rock songs that you see on Rigdies, you really, really love this one. The album is called Honesty and Nostalgia. I'll most likely do like a full review on my page this week, so look out for that. That's my spotlight of the week this week, Duncan Daniels. Let's get into the Afrobeats chart this week. Not a lot of changes. Number 10. I thought the song would be bigger. It's Risk featuring Victoni, maybe to climb this week. This song is everywhere on my socials. Number 9, Wave and Central C also climbing up. The Knee Boys, Rema and Charlie Poppy dropping. New on the charts, almost active. Asake and Travis Scott at number 7. 6, Metaverse Olamide staying on the same spot. He. Coming down by Rema number 5. Doha by Shea Vibes climbing to number 4. Top 3 all staying on the same spot. We have 3, Ozeba by Rema, Ogechi Remix, Brown Jewel, Boy Spice, Heist, and Davido number 2. Still higher for Burna Boy. He's not leaving that spot at number 1. So there you have it. Turntable charts this week. Burna last week, Burna this week, and yeah, that's about it. Let's move on to Eliminate. What you got for me?
Well, like I had to go revisit the legend, the legendary album. I know it was the sequel. I know it was whatever, but I said, you know what? Let's just go back to the original entertainment album by D'banj. 10 tracks. Eliminate, we're doing 8, so 2 didn't make it. So let's see how it goes. It's the best song out of the entertainment. Round 1, Feli versus title song, Entertainer. I'm an entertainer.
I think that's easy. Even like from the MI sample even makes it like that's like one of my favorite MI songs.
Yo, bro. Easily killer. All right, round 2. We have Kimon versus Igwe. Igwe.
So yeah, Igwe for me. Not really thinking about that.
All right, now this is gonna be the hardest one. This is gonna be the hardest first round song. Eliminate. So let's see who you're gonna pick out. So we have Alarma Jail versus Suddenly.
That's not fair.
Hey, bro, please.
Suddenly.
Alarma Jail. Alarma Jail.
This is one of those coin toss moments. I don't know.
What? Damn, man. All right, this has been an easy one. We have Fall in Love versus Celebrates.
I'll go with Fall in Love. For that one.
Okay. All right. So now, since we've gone with Fall in Love, let's just step it next to the semis. Fall in Love versus Suddenly.
Whew. I'll go with the bigger one, the biggest song, like Fall in Love.
Okay. Fall in Love in final.
With the
All right. So that means we have.
background vocals.
Okay. So that means we have Ogbonna Feli Feli versus Igwe.
Ooh.
Igwe.
I think we do Ogbonna Feli Feli.
All right. Easy final round. Easy peasies.
Is it really easy?
I'm gonna make me fall in love. Boom, bang, bang, bang. Versus Ogbonna Feli Feli. Ogbonna Feli Feli. I'm hot. You know.
I think I'll just go with Ogbonna Feli Feli.
Oh, perfect pick, man. Perfect pick.
Well, every time I hear that song, that MI song just what MI did to that beat.
Yeah, man. Dope that song.
When
That's it, man.
Let me sound like Buju Banton when albums used to be albums, man. You know, those were the times. Those were the good times.
When they used to uplift. The people
on the dance floor, man. Now they want to lock drummers to death. They'll be shuffling side to side on my piano. They don't want that.
We don't want that, eh?
It's
the Annas. They used to Annas in Jamaica. It's the Annas. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
With that, we've come to the end of this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podding from. We would love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Leave us comments, suggestions, send emails to FineMail at AfrobeatsPod. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are there, very present. Afrobeats at AfrobeatsPod, and we'll catch you in the next episode, people. Peace out.
Peace.